pressure, expectation, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome at Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. For a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
This crowd, full throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Third down play from the gun. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. At the 20, he's got space. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense picks it up. And some room to work. They finally get him down, but a huge return not only. Do they get the ball back? But man, did they set up some field position. What an effort to get that fumble and take it the other way and just about house the thing.
This defense practices creating turnovers. They do it all week long, whether it's interceptions, whether it's recovering fumbles, and you see how excited they get. Look at the energy this defense has once this defender is off and running. That was a big-time play.
The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Got his man quickly. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area.
The Sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Payne. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement to that.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Now the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads quickly.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Takes a hit as he fires. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the right. The short hands, it's Payne. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the tailback. Makes one man miss. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here we go, set. They'll throw it from the red zone. A strike downfield. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
221 away.
From the gun, looking for a man. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Baylor. He will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Dances away to buy time. He's in open space downfield. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield at St. Clair. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And you got to be wondering about the psyche of that cornerback now who just gave up the big play. He's going to be looking for that corner route later in the game. He's got to be careful he doesn't overcommit to the outside, because if he does, that could mean a big home run type completion if there's a big in-breaking route by his receiver.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
22 water.
Here's the handoff. Makes a man miss. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. On the run deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short, questionable shot prop. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The RPO, it's complete. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. Before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The handoff to Johnson. There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's St. Clair. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Kansas State. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 24 over Texas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw into.
He's going for the big play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. field. It's St. Clair. Got a man. It's Lockett. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open.
Turning it on! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
They'll run it. Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. On the run, still looking. Fires on the move. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Gets it to him on the screen. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this, and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Might be looking to run. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The fake and a little shuffle. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Under fire. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And obviously this offense wants to keep it up. Like, keep the pace going, get as many plays as possible, maybe eke one more out here before the 2-minute timeout.
Looking to throw on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Now rolling to the left. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Irish!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He'll set up to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Got room to work. Past the first down marker and still running. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He breaks a tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're dealing with a second and long. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Skips away from pressure. Down he goes. He tried to get out of trouble, and this defense wasn't having it. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And he missed it. No good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
They'll try the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays.